Hey guys, well today I thought I'd do a video on how to clean a two-stroke muffler, like on a string trimmer, leaf blower, hedge trimmer, or chainsaw. I know I've done a video like this in the past, but it's not in HD, so I thought I'd just do one in HD. So I'm going to clean these two mufflers. These are off of my dad's trimmers. This one is off of the SRM 2201. This one here is off of the SRM 2400 SB. And so the way I like to clean up these mufflers is I like to just take our gas grill and set them up on this stovetop burner. It's much better rather than just have to do it directly from inside the grill. This is just much easier that way. And I also even clean up the Lawn Boys muffler as well. So this works really well, but it's just as long as you don't have a muffler that's aluminum, because the aluminum can melt under the intense heat. And so without further ado, we'll start cleaning up these mufflers. But first I'm going to get these mufflers taken apart. I like to just remove the exhaust outputs on them. I like to clean them up separate. And also, like, while we have the exhaust output gasket off, I also like to check the spark arrestor screen, just check to see how it looks. And this one, however, it's perfectly clean. Now if it's like partially all clogged up, then you really should just clean it up right away. Those are usually the first things that will clog up first before the entire muffler. So usually the symptoms are like when your muffler's all clogged up, is your machine just won't run right. It'll run a lot quieter. It'll be very boggy when you try to give it throttle, and it'll smoke a lot, and also higher fuel consumption too. And see, it just won't. Just with a dirty muffler, it'll just take away all that raw power on your machine. So it's usually a good idea to clean these up about every several years, because sometimes it's just over the years of just using them, they'll eventually will get all clogged up, especially like if you have your gas oil mix too rich, meaning that there's too much oil in the gas. And also, even by running a low octane fuel can also do all this too. So I like to run a higher octane fuel in my two-stroke equipments, like use the premium unleaded fuels, like either 91 or 93 octane, which here in Texas our premium unleaded fuels are 93 octane. Okay, so I'll get this all fired up and we'll start cleaning up the muffler. Alright, so first I'm going to start out with the SRM 2201's muffler. So let me just get this all turned on here. I gotta use a stick lighter to actually light it. This grill's supposed to have electronic igniter, but it doesn't work. So this is how I gotta do it. Alright. Now usually, depending on how dirty the muffler is, usually if they're not too awfully dirty, I usually like to let them sit for about maybe 15 to 30 minutes. Now if they're like really dirty, you might want to let them sit for between 45 minutes to an hour. I find that the longer you keep them on here, the much cleaner they'll look. They'll look almost like brand new inside. And just once this thing starts to heat up, it'll start smoking and it'll start to get real flamey. And so yeah, I just hope if I have enough, hopefully if I have enough propane, because I checked the propane tank on this, it seemed kind of light. Hopefully if it won't run out on me. If it does, I can change out the other tank, because I think that our other tank is full. Alright, she's starting to get a little bit smoky. It should be flaming here in a minute. So this is definitely the most efficient way on cleaning these. There, now she's getting ready to flame up. And sometimes about every 5 or 10 minutes I'll usually flip the muffler over to have it cook the other side, just to ensure that it's all nice and clean all over. And now she's starting to flame up now. There's a little bit of flames coming out. Yep, there we go. Now she's getting all flamey. And then also, while the muffler is on the burner cooking, I'll also put some of the smaller pieces of the muffler on, and they don't take as long as the actual mufflers, and also as well as the spark arrestor screen. The only thing that you don't want to put in is the gasket here, because the gasket could possibly disintegrate from the intense heat, and you would have to replace the gasket. Okay, so I will be back with y'all once this muffler is all clean. Alright, so now she's very flaming now, just as I just flipped her over. And I'm just sticking the spark arrestor screen in, which these don't really take that long to clean them up. Even though that this one was all clean, I'm just doing it anyways. Yep, a nice clean up spark arrestor screen. Now it looks like brand new now. And while you have your muffler cleaning, while it is cleaning, and before you start to put it back on, it's never a bad idea to also check your exhaust ports. Sometimes they'll get all clogged up, and when they do start to clog up, I would just clean them right away. You could stick a screwdriver in there. Before you do it, make sure that you got the piston the way it is to block it, to prevent any carbon deposits from going inside the engine. You can just take a screwdriver and just dig out the carbon cruds. Whenever you do it, just try not to actually hit the piston itself. And then just after that, and then just take your compressor and then just blow it all out, because otherwise all that carbon stuff, that loose carbon crud, can actually go into the engine, and it could scratch up your cylinder wall. It could also scratch up your piston and your piston ring, and and cause your engine to lose compression. So this one here, it's all good. It's all clean. And so is the one on the SRM 2400 SB. I know it's hard to see it from here, but it is clean. So yeah. So I'll get back to y'all once the mufflers are all done. Alright, so now muffler is all cleaned up now. So once after you get it off the burner, just let it cool off for a little bit, and then just get your exhaust output back on, and then just put your screws on and tighten them evenly. Now we're ready to get it back on the trimmer, and we'll do that. Okay, the nice thing about this one here, easily just slides right on, and then we'll just put that on, and then just put your, go ahead and just hand tighten your nuts. And then now, I think those are a size 8mm. We'll just tighten them up. That one's tight. And now the muffler is on. Now the muffler on this particular trimmer, there's also a screw that goes all the way down in there. You can't see it from here, so also need to put that screw in. I can't even see it from right here. I can see it now. So I'll get that screw put on, and then I'll get the muffler cover put back on as well. Alright, so this one here, it's all done. Now, oops. So here is the muffler off of the SRM 2400 SB. So it's all clean now. So I just pulled it off not too long ago. It's all cooled off. It's still a little bit warm. So that's just all it takes to clean a muffler on any two-stroke engine. And so yeah, so I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and so thanks for watching.